Alright, so for the last question about Hume, I'm going to answer the first question. And the first question is Hume correct that reason and its representational capacity, telling us matters of fact, cannot by itself furnish us with motives for actions? I think I really didn't like the model that we were presented in class. I was much more partial to the Platonic notion, Socratic notion of the horses being driven by the charioteer. But I think I finally turned around, and I think it's right because you can't separate emotion from reason. And so if you look at reason in a cold light, that's going to lead you to things such as during wartime, people will create a coherent, rational position, but it's so wrong. It's so terrible. They do terrible things, like the rape of Nanking, for instance. They did some really awful things. One of the worst atrocities ever in the history of man. But it was all brought about by a calculated, rational perspective. So I think there needs to be correct desires and passions. My gut reaction to my friend getting beat up for doing nothing should be to run in and protect my friend. So I think Hume's right in that there isn't an ought to stage based on the reason and reasoning capacities, but there should be right emotions and desires. And if there are right desires and passions, then I think it can fall into like an objective moral framework, and I think that can work out really well. Also, sorry for the patchwork kind of video. I'm at home and I'm not able to use the same laptop I use. But thanks.